There we go. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's get right into the stream here. So let's just take a look at the race times we have. So these are all the ones that we've done so far. Let's see here. Just little technical difficulties. 1 sec, everybody. For some reason, my camera is not working. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, so let's get started here. So we have the 2022 Custom Bronco SUV, the 1968 Dodge Challenger Custom Coupe, the 2011 911 Turbo S. So those are the three that we're going to be running today. So let's get right into it here. So just let me get the game set up here. Just loading into the game now. So it's curious to see where these all come in. The 1968 Challenger, hoping it kind of sticks. Well, I guess we'll have to see with the modifications it has. And then the 911, I have high hopes for the 911 as well, because it's a great handling car.
Welcome back, Tyler.
So, make sure all my settings are right, and we will get into the racing here. Alright. Alright, so we're going to start with the Bronco here, and we'll see what it how it performs. Alright. Okay. Alright, we're going to start with the Bronco and see how it performs here. And I'll give you do a quick video afterwards of the Bronco that that was released in the Prestige pack here last week. But let's get our first run in here. So we had some technical difficulties with Forza after the update, so hopefully I got it straightened out here for this stream. I apologize if we do run into any issues. So we've done a Bronco before, but this one has bigger tires on it, wider tires. I don't think any performance enhancements. This one has a higher suspension versus stock. So we'll see if it improves or becomes a disadvantage for this track, because it's more of a rally suspension that's on it, or an off-road suspension. So that might hurt it or help it here. And the bigger tires probably are going to hurt the performance, but I guess we'll see what happens after the laps are done. All right, so first one in the bag here. All right, let's take a look here. So 127,514. So 127,514 for the Bronco for our first run. Alright, so where does that put us against the other Bronco? I'm curious to see where that other Bronco is. 127. So we actually picked up versus VIN001 with the different upgrades to the suspension and tires. We actually improved a little bit there. So let's see if we get faster, or that was just a fluke. So we'll do another one here. So the packs are live. If you want to head over to motoclub.io, the QR code is on our screen. You can pick yourself up a Prestige pack that just released. And then also our socials for any updates on future packs or any showcases of the packs that we have on Moto Club Digital on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We will be updating when we have new announcements. Lots of cool stuff planned in the new year that we're going to be doing, and excited for you guys to be informed of that when we're able to let you know of the new and exciting things that we have planned. So it seems like this is a little bit easier to drive than the VIN001 with the different suspension. Maybe the softer suspension is helping a little bit in the corners. But it's definitely an improvement over the stock VIN001. So it's nice that I'm getting used to this track very well. I think once we have all the cars made, we might try a different track or a different venue of racing. Maybe we'll do some drag racing. We'll see what they do in a straight line. Pit them up against each other. See what the fastest quarter mile times are for these cars as well. So we'll see if that's an improvement. So 127.656 is not going to beat our last time. So a little bit slower, but still faster than the VIN001. That went in the 800s. So we'll do our last one, and then I'm really excited to get behind the wheel of the Porsche. That one's going to be my favorite because I just love how good Porsches handle. And then also we have enough off-road vehicles, and maybe we'll do a test of the off-road capabilities of some of the vehicles that we have. I know we have a sport truck, but we could maybe throw some different tires on it and see if it'll get down on a dirt course. I don't feel like this one's going to be any quicker, but I don't know if it's going to be any slower. It's pretty consistent, racing pretty consistent. I've got used to the track. The first stream we did, it was a learning curve getting used to the track, but I seem to get a pretty good handle on it now. So the times, look at those big tires. Alright, this one might be okay. 127, so it looks like 127.028, so we actually did an improvement almost over a half a second faster than the VIN 001. So 028. So that puts us, that's pretty good. So the next one we're going to do is the 68 Charger Custom Coupe. That one is going to be a fun one to do. So let's get this. Get this selected here and change car. There we go. Alright. Alright, so this is not a stock Charger, so it's going to be actually pretty quick. So let's see how it performs. Alright. Alright, I'm excited to see what this car does. This has a little bit more horsepower than over stock. It's got a nice big Hemi in it, so it should be pretty good car. Now it does have upgraded suspension, so we'll see how it performs here. So this car has about 525 horsepower. It's actually pretty well handling car. Pretty surprising. I thought it was going to be the Shelby and the older Mustangs. They had tons of oversteer. Really hard to plant the power to the ground, but this one seems well planted. Just proves the custom versus the stock. You can make these older cars perform very well on the track with the right suspension upgrades, and this custom Charger has a lot of nice suspension upgrades, upgraded brakes, Hemi, big power Hemi, so it actually performs really well. So I think we're going to see a pretty good time out of this car. Pretty good run going so far as well. So. A little bit oversteer there, but that's about it. Whereas if you guys remembered from the Shelby, the 427 Shelby, which has similar power, a lot lighter of a car, it was absolutely all over the place. So we'll see if this one actually outperformed it or not. Alright, so 120.295, so that's, I think, quite a bit faster than the, so let's see. So this kind of puts it right in between that 1965 427 Super Snake, the GT350, so it's actually quite a bit faster, 120.295, so that's actually really impressive. Okay, so we'll just get this switched over here. And I think I might even be able to improve on that. So, yeah, it's almost 4 seconds faster than the Super Snake with the upgraded modifications. Still slower than F100. F100 with the Coyote in it is, and the upgraded horsepower and suspension is actually a pretty impressive truck. So it's right in between the Supra and the F100 big window. So let's see if we can get an improvement on those times. Restart this. This is actually a really fun car to drive. Beautiful looking car as well. So I'll show you the videos of the actual NFTs after we do some racing, and give you guys, if you missed out last week's stream that we did the preview for, you'll get to see those videos here at the end of the stream as well. I'm just happy the game's running well. Game was not cooperating with us in the last stream where we were racing, so I'm happy that it's performing. Oh, this is a bad corner. Slowed down a little too much. Good around that corner though. Oh, this car sounds so awesome. These Hemis, these older Hemis just sound fantastic. A lot of the big really fast drag racers, even if it's a Ford, Chevy, Dodge, a lot of them run the big block Hemis because they just make so much power and so much torque that they perform so well. It's not a bad run. I don't know if it's going to be any better, but yeah. So the motor in this car, when you get the big top dollars parts in them, they really make a lot of horsepower. 118 476. That is fantastic. That actually puts us ahead of jumps a few spots here. So we actually end up beating the 5-window F100. So that's a great improvement over the last lap. So let's update that here. And if you haven't checked out our packs, be sure to hit the QR code on the stream. You'll go right to our site. If you haven't registered with motoclub.io yet, that would be a great opportunity for you to do it now, and check out some of the really cool packs. We got lots of cool packs for you guys, all the way from the more cost-effective rookie pack that gets you in the door, and all the other tiers of packs that we have. The Prestige pack here that we have that just got released last week, has some great cars in it. This one, the only one that I don't have is the Chrysler 300G convertible, because they don't have it on Forza, but I will run a video of that at the end of the stream as well. So let's get our last run in on this, and we can head over to the Porsche here and see how it performs here. So last run for the Charger. So far so good. A little early on that corner, but I don't think it's going to affect the time all that much. Good lap. Had to let off very little on the... Alright. 118, 210. 118, 476. So we actually picked up a 2/10. So let's update that, and that is it for the Charger. But we did make some good improvements each lap. So that'll jump it over the. So it climbed above the F100, and started below it and climbed above it. So that's really good, and it outperformed the Super Snake, the 427 Super Snake. So that's pretty good. Viper's going to be hard. That's a couple seconds ahead, so that is going to be a hard one to beat for these old muscle cars, but definitely a really good showing by the Charger. So let's take a look at the Porsche and see how it performs and where it stacks up on this list. Right. Alright, oh, gotta filter favorites only. Let's see here. So, oh, maybe I didn't add it to my favorites. But I do have the car, so let me just go grab it from my garage. Alright. Alright, there it is right here. Add that to the favorites, and we'll get in there. Yeah, DevOps, that Charger was very surprising. I can't believe it performed that well. From the previous races that we did, a lot of the older muscle cars really were hard to, it's not that they don't have the power, it's just they're hard to control with the suspension setups they have. So very surprising that the Charger was able to perform that well. So it's I was very surprised as how well it went around the track. So now this Porsche here is going to be probably a nice treat to race around the track. They are fantastic track cars. A lot of the supercars are mid-engine supercars. The Porsche is a rear engine. So instead of having the wheelbase, the engine in front of the wheelbase, they're basically on top of the wheelbase. So it really gives a great benefit for launching the car. Off the line performance is fantastic on a Porsche, and then also around the corners it really keeps that rear end planted. So I think we're going to see a really good lap time out of the Porsche. The Carrera GT that we did was actually a mid-engine car, not a rear-engine car like the 911. So just blazing fast off the line. Definitely a much different feel than the Charger. I don't even have to let off the gas. This car handles so well. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. That's not good for the lap time. I'm surprised it had that much oversteer with how well it's planted. Oh. Hey Squirrely Boy, if you want to join Moto Club, the link is just below you there, motoclub.io. You can sign up and see what card packs we have available. In terms of racing, I might do some community events and get the community involved. Right now we're just testing the cars here and see how well they perform, but in the future we will do some streams with the community and get some racing done with everybody. But welcome, make sure you follow the channel and check out some of our cool card packs. So 1:17.49, that wasn't the cleanest lap. So let's see where it comes in at. So 1:17, actually not that much, very surprising, not that much faster than the 70 Challenger. So let's get that updated and try again. It wasn't the cleanest run. I think we can improve on that. So let's try one more time here. So 1:17.049. So only a second faster than the Charger. Very, very surprising that that Charger can run so fast. Great acceleration. I'm going to try to keep it a little tamer around some of the corners. It was getting a little bit of an oversteer on some of the corners here. Keep it under control a bit. Yeah, once you tap that brake, it really likes to oversteer. So, and a lot of these Porsches, they do have rear wheel steer as well. Oh, that's so much oversteer. That's not going to be good for the lap time. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat it. We'll try it. The third run, hopefully we can get it a little bit cleaner, but car is surprisingly a lot harder to control than I first anticipated. Really great performance off the line, but that Charger actually felt more planted. So Squirrely Boy, here is the link. It is posted there, but just post it again for you. So 1:16.763. So we did improve upon our last one, but still, like, the Viper is a full second faster. This car makes, you know, roughly around 525 horsepower, 560 horsepower. So still really good power, but the Viper definitely hard to catch it with this. I honestly thought we were going to see this climb above the Viper. Just, it doesn't have as much horsepower, but I thought with the performance of the car, it was going to be a little bit closer. But let's see if we can get a little bit quicker. It would be nice to get into the 15s. I think the car has it, but I don't know if I'm the driver to get it there. So let's try one more time. We got one more try at this. So this one is the one that's been the problem. If I can keep the oversteer to a minimum, maybe get a little bit faster out of this corner. That was a lot smoother than before. Oh. That corner is rough. Oh, if I wouldn't have made it, I kind of want to run it one more time, but I don't think it's fair to the other cars. I think if that would have been, yeah, 1:16.320. So definitely we improved on our time. Just almost into the 15s, but just proves that the Viper is just a phenomenal, for it having no traction aids or anything, just the raw power and the suspension really makes it perform well, because the Porsche has phenomenal traction control and way more driving aids that should help get it around the track a little bit quicker. So that is it for the 3 cars that we have. So a little recap. So the Bronco with the upgraded suspension and tires is almost a full second faster, just under a full second faster. So that's an improvement from the VIN 001 bone stock Bronco. The Dodge Charger is probably the most surprising car out of the 3 that we tested, because I honestly thought it was going to be in that 122, 123 range. But it definitely outperformed my expectations. Like DevOps said, the Charger is a surprise, because it exceeded my expectations by a lot. And honestly, the 911, the Porsche, it was not up to my expectations. I thought we would see that in the 114 range, just right around that 2006 Ford GT, 115, 114, and the fact that it ran a 116 is quite surprising. So I will get those updated. Into the new lap times, and then see what we get in the upcoming packs in the upcoming weeks and months. We will be taking a break for Christmas, so we won't be streaming until the new year. But I'll get some great content for you guys. So that's it for the racing portion. I just wanted to go over, we have some great videos of these cars going through the auction block. So I'm going to, before we close out today, I'm going to show you some of the awesome cards that we have in our Prestige pack. So if you want to pick some of those packs up, Discord is where you can get all of our updates and engage with the community. So I'm going to type that in the chat. If you want to join up and pick up a pack, share your cars. We can discuss which packs everybody has. We have a marketplace on motoclub.io. If you want to advertise your packs on our Discord that you have them for sale, that's also a great place to do it. So that is at Discord. Our Discord link is in the chat there. Also facebook.com/motoclubdigital. That one, that's where we get all of our updates, same as Instagram and Twitter. So if you want to keep everything up to date, Moto Club, all of our new upcoming drops that are going to be happening in the new year, some of the great things that we have planned in the new year that are that are up and coming. We have some great plans for the Forza stream. The new Forza is coming out in the new year, so I'm really excited to get on the new Forza and see what we can do with that. I'm going to have to be doing a lot of racing on that to get all the NFTs back, because I'm going to start with a clean garage. So maybe I'll do some streams where we're working towards getting our cars for the lap times. We're going to have to find a new track. Whole new game to play, so that's very exciting upcoming as well. So let's take a look at some of these videos, and then that'll be it for the stream today. So let's take a look at these 4 Prestige Pack cars. They are fantastic, and enjoy the videos. All right, so that was the 4 NFTs we have in our Prestige pack that just dropped last week. There's still some available. You can head over with our QR code on the stream or motoclub.io if you're on your computer. Discord, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they're all on our displayed there. Make sure you join and get involved in the community. It's a great community that we have. So thanks for watching. A couple surprises. I think my favorite car to drive today was the Charger. Very surprising. I was the thing is I don't test these cars. I want it to be the first time with the viewers that we go around the track. So I don't test the cars. I build the car. I drive them around just to see if everything's okay, but I don't do any practice laps or I want it to be the most organic experience for racing these cars. I want to be as surprised as you. I don't know any of the times going into it, so it's actually really exciting for me as well as the viewers to see how these perform. So very surprising. The 911 was faster, but the Charger, being an old muscle car that's been upgraded with newer technology, very surprising that you can have an old muscle car that can essentially 2 seconds is not a ton. Definitely if you were in a race scenario with these two cars, they would be trailing each other, and even possibly if you were a slightly better driver in the Charger, you could overtake that Porsche, because when it comes to actually in a racing scenario, there's driver error involved. In this scenario, I am just testing against myself. Whereas if you were in a scenario where you're racing other cars, there could be a back and forth between which is surprising, a 911 turbo and a 68 Charger, which is really impressive that you could see that scenario play out. Same anything within a few seconds of each other. Like for example, that F100, if we go back to the race times, all these cars within that 119 to 115 range would all be very, very close race between them. A couple seconds isn't a ton. When you see like a McLaren P1 that's 20-25 seconds apart, that is going to be quite a big split between the two. But really, really cool to see some of these older, like that F100 and this Charger, for example. We've tested the stock cars like the Shelby Super Snake. That was a period correct factory race car back in the 60s versus the Charger, which is upgraded and more custom, newer parts. Those two, you can see the big difference and improvement between technology that is even adding it onto an older vehicle. So really excited to see. So I'm going to wish you guys all happy holidays, a happy new year. We will see you in the new year with some great, exciting stuff. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Great stuff on Forza. We'll do a lot of cool things on the new Forza that's coming up in the new year as well. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate everybody who's tuned in, starting to build this community and have a great solid foundation. So make sure you get to our socials. If you want to pick up a pack, hit that QR code or go to motoclub.io. There's some great packs available for you to go. So it's quick and easy sign up, see which packs for you, start building your garage. You can put them on the marketplace and find some of the other cars, NFTs that you want to collect. There's some great things coming up in for the site as well in the new year. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and you guys have a happy holiday. Take care.